自由比较广。
我也不另外。
Blessing, you are online, you are live. So mind what you do.
Yes, but I just got this like.
When you become president,
to. Good morning to our dear matriculants for today. We also like to appreciate parents here present, as well as guidance and sponsors. In no time, we'll be starting the fourth matriculation ceremony of Paradise University, Ibadan. However, I am pleased to inform us all that as many as those who are not available can watch us live on YouTube as we are streaming. So for as many that are on the WhatsApp group for the parents, guardian, and staff, please, you can share the link. Thank you very much. Please, may I see our audience once again? Parents, matriculants, staff, press, men here present. I would like you to please remain standing as we take possession of our scholars, of our university scholars. Please, let's remain standing. we take the national anthem as we start the program.
The acting Vice Chancellor, sir, I respectfully call on you to declare the ceremony open for the matriculation of freshmen in respect of the 2020-2021 academic session.
I declare this ceremony open for the matriculation of freshmen in respect of the 2020-2021 academic session.
I hereby invite the deans to present freshmen of the respective faculty for matriculation. Dean of Applied Sciences, please present your students for matriculation.
Will the matriculating students in the Faculty of Applied Sciences please stand and remain standing?
I call on the acting dean, Arts Management and Social Sciences to present the students for the faculty.
Will the matriculating students in the Faculty of Arts, Management and Social Sciences please stand and remain standing?
I call on the Sub-Dean of Law, Faculty of Law, to present the matriculating students.
Will the matriculated student from the Faculty of Law please stand and remain standing?
Please, I want you to read after me the matriculation oath. And I say I, you put your name. As we read, we will all read the oath. After which you will sign and submit to your faculty officer. You need to have this in your individual files. So we read, on admission to membership of the Colorado University, do solemnly and sincerely promise and declare that I will pay due respect and be obedient to the Vice Chancellor and other officers of the university, and that I will faithfully observe all regulations which may from time to time be issued by them for the good order and governance of the university, including an order that I personally to make restitution for damage done by me to public property. I sincerely vouch that I am not a secret cult member, and I shall refrain and abstain from joining or be a member or encouraging membership of any such society within or outside the university campus. In addition, I faithfully promise to refrain from any act of violence and other actions calculated to disrupt the work of the university or likely to bring the university into disrepute, including an order of withdrawal for acts of admissions irregularity, and/or examination misconduct. I understand that breaking this oath may lead to my expulsion from the university. I may do so truthfully and in accordance with the Oath Act. So help me God. You are welcome to be a member of the university community. Good afternoon. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, sir, I now invite you to admit the students.
By virtue of the powers conferred on me as the acting Vice Chancellor, I hereby admit you all as students of Paradise University. Congratulations.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, sir, I humbly invite you to address the assembly.
Members of the university management, acting deans of faculties and student affairs, all acting heads of department and directors of units, other academic and non-teaching staff members of Paradise University, all parents and guardians here present, the matriculating students, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It is with pleasure and honor and delight that I welcome you all on behalf of the founder, Chief Paradise COA Bashor of Ibadan, the Board of Trustees, the Governing Council, Senate, Management of Paradise University, the fourth matriculation ceremony of the university. We are indeed pleased that despite the uncertainties as a result of the global pandemic, which crippled almost all activities in the year 2020, the university is today matriculating 220 new students. Which is a great improvement on the 135 matriculated last year. May I use this medium to express my sincere appreciation to the founder, the Board of Trustees, and the Governing Council for their continued support to the university. I must congratulate all the matriculating students for the privilege being among thousands of students given admission out of millions of candidates who wrote the last Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, UTME. Choosing Paradise University is one of the wisest decisions you have made. You are, however, advised to be focused in terms of the type of associations you make, regular attendance at lectures, and other areas of discipline. In order to make a good success of your studentship, you must be determined not to be deterred or distracted on your journey to success here at Paradise University. Please make the Student Information Regulation Handbook your companion by reading it regularly and carefully in order to become familiar with its content and thereby maximizing the advantage of your studentship. It is pertinent that you abide by all the rules and regulations of the university, as ignorance will not be taken as an excuse for any form of misconduct. Permit me to share with you some of the highlight activities in the university since I resumed office as the acting Vice Chancellor of this university, August 17, 2020. 1. Approval of the Council of Legal Education for commencement of Law Faculty. The university now has the approval of both the National University Commission (NUC) and the Council of Legal Education, the two bodies which have the responsibility of regulating the law programs in Nigeria. Fulbright Scholarship. As part of our drive towards establishing partnerships with credible universities and organizations within and outside the country, the university has now become a hosting institution for the Fulbright Scholarship Program in the United States of America. Consequently, the Public Affairs Officer and other staff of the United States Consulate General Office visited the university on Wednesday, 10th February 2021. The Fulbright Scholarship will provide an avenue for exchange programs for both staff and students of the university. Partnership with Central State University Ohio. This university has agreed to endow scholars in the law, economics, and business administration programs in order to enhance quality teaching and research in these programs. Florida University, USA. The university is already interacting with this university in the area of exchange programs for both students and lecturers, particularly students from the Faculty of Law. The Media School of Indiana University. The KU is already enjoying partnership with this university in the area of book acquisition. I want to say that in the last 2 months, the university has donated substantial number of books in our mass communication departments. Other collaborations. In a bid to enhance the visibility of our university and to ensure that our students are well groomed to become employable, to be self-employed after graduation, management has signed an agreement with Breakthrough, New Horizons, and Talent Builders in the areas of artificial intelligence, robotics, ICT, and entrepreneurship. Breakthrough Artificial Intelligence Robotics Company will train interested students who will get certification that will be useful to them in the competitive job market. New Horizon, the worldwide renowned ICT company, will also form the next, as from next semester, at least that we are about to start, bring the computers and the instructors to train our students in certificated courses. The Talent Builders is the consultant in charge of our Entrepreneurship Center, which will train students starting with the 400 level in their choice area of interest. All the above collaborations and partnerships is to live up to our vision to be a world-class institution for excellence in the production of graduates, able to respond to the socio-economic needs of knowledge-driven economy. We must also not forget our mission is to nurture graduates with high employability attributes. Student enrollment. As I stated at the beginning of my address, the university is matriculating a total of 220 new students. This includes students who are admitted into 100 level and 200 level direct entry and transfer students from other universities. I also want to say that when we look at the data of the number of students that we have, I want to say that we are able to attract students from 15 states out of the 36 states of the Federation. These are Abia State, Abuja, Anambra, Delta State, Edo State, Ekiti State, Enugu State, Imo, Kogi, Kwara, Lagos, Ogun, Ondo, Osun, and of course, Oyo State. This is the highest number of new students in any admission exercise since the inception of this university. May I use this medium to express my sincere appreciation to the Senate, members of the university, management, the admissions committee, and all other stakeholders for their concerted efforts towards achieving this feat. Let me also inform you that the university has concluded agreements to commence some programs that will further increase our visibility and enrollment. Management will soon consult experts who will advise on the establishment of programs like nursing and medical laboratory science. It is heartwarming to let you know that Colorado University shall be graduating our pioneer students later in the year, and all our esteemed parents will be invited to the maiden convocation ceremonies in due course. I use this avenue to thank our parents and guardians for entrusting us with the university education of your words and for your continuous support over the years. You can be rest assured that we, as management and staff of the university, shall continually give our best in training them both in character and learning. However, we solicit your support in prompt payment of your words fee. It is indeed worrisome that the university is being owed a substantial amount of money even for the past academic sessions. The university can only meet its ever-increasing obligations if fees are paid and promptly too. I would like to introduce to us those students who are excelled in their studies and are called university scholars. I want to say that the Colonial University have a program in place whereby our students who have excelled in every session are classified as scholars. This is to encourage and also as a form of scholarship, 50% scholarship for their tuition fees. I want to mention them. I think those who have been in the system before now, Oladejo, Otubiduluwa, that's with a CGPA of 4.74, Department of Chemistry. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. This remains standing. Salami Aluluwapo Deborah, microbiology with a CGPA of 4.90. We also have Salami Ayokole Uluwapukola of microbiology with a CGPA of 4.75. We have Bawa Ala Babajide Nurudin with a CGPA of 4.53 from industrial chemistry. We have Akin Lewis Obayiwale from the program of economics with a CGPA of 4.36. We also have Ola Ushuko Eniola Inje, history and diplomatic studies with a CGPA of 4.80. We have Bepu Tamunosa X from mass communication, the CGPA of 4.55. Also, we have Aderibe Shimidori Adebumola, who's currently 200 level microbiology, the CGPA of 4.62. We also have Adekomi Marvelous Adewumi of English and Literary Studies with a CGPA of 4.81. We have Oladejo Uluwadara of the Computer Science with a CGPA of 4.63. We also have Ukone Anthony Obisa from Computer Science with a CGPA of 4.76. We have Adekala Ayoluwa Joshua, Computer Science with a CGPA of 4.43. That's all. So, please, we wish you all the best, and we hope that at the completion of your academic career, you will be to have a first class there. Congratulations. Thank you. Please be seated. It's also very pleasing to know that the new set of scholars have joined them. These scholars are brought out to encourage our new matriculation students that they have a choice to make, either to join those wonderful students as university scholars or not. It is my prayer that you be as focused as these ones too. It is noteworthy that all our university scholars have a rebate of 50% of their tuition fees, which will be another impetus for encouraging good performance in your academics. Lastly, let me urge the matriculation students to endeavor to shun all forms of vices, ungodly peer pressure, and depraved characters. The university has rules and regulations guiding the conduct of all students, and you are expected to familiarize yourself with these regulations and abide strictly by them. On your part, We shall, on our part, we shall continually ensure that your stay in university is worthwhile. We are ready to play our part towards ensuring your success as undergraduates of this university. And we encourage you to also play your part by being hardworking, focused, and dedicated to your studies. By the end of your program in the university, you'll be expected to go out into the world to be positive change agents that will be the pride of the university, your parents, as well as the nation at large. I pray that none of you will fall by the way, but you shall all end well and end strong. Once again, I thank all parents, guardians, and well-wishers for your presence, and wish you all journey masses back to your various destinations. God bless you, and God bless Columbia State University. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for that wonderful address. And I hope all our matriculating students are taking away one thing or the other. And we look forward to you being part of the university scholars so that you can do your parents proud. Before we leave, we want to encourage our students, so we have two speakers. The first one will motivate you. The second one also will motivate you further to let you know that Paradise University is not only about academics, but how you can be useful to yourself in the future. And I have the pleasure to invite Dr. Ayobolu to read the citation of the Matriculation lecturer, Mr. Edmond Obilo.
Edmond Obilo is a political scientist at Bilficom Media and Systems. He is the creative director of Twinkle, a development media project, and executive salesman at Udara Books. He has worked with the Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria, the FRCN, as a freelance reporter and with Splash FM as a political analyst, producer, and presenter. He was an independent analyst, producer, and presenter at Inspiration FM, both in Lagos and Ibadan, and with Green FM, Jogo. His independent radio program, State Affairs, runs on Splash FM and also on Bush Radio as a podcast. Edmond holds a Bachelor of Engineering degree in Electronics and Electrical Engineering, a Bachelor of Science degree in International Relations and Politics, and a postgraduate diploma in theater arts. He is also a master's degree holder in Communication and Language Arts and a Master of Science in Political Science. He is involved in inquiries on the use of media to solve modern challenges, which revolves around political and development communications. Ladies and gentlemen, Edmond Obilo.
Good morning, everyone. I congratulate you on this day. It's a symbol of taking a leap. I have a story for you. Why do I need to tell this story? In times like this, when people need leadership to lift the state out of crisis, I should tell this story. I should tell this story because I see in your eyes the ability to lift the people higher. I believe you are dreamers. It's a land of hard-working people. They sweat all day. Their farms are dry from drought. They long for rain as they suffer in hunger. Their situation scares the king out of his wits. The elders can no longer take care of their sons. Mothers have lost the joy of mothering as they watch their children broken from passion. As the people gnash their teeth in agony, the maiden of the land asks the stars why they cannot call the clouds to open their rivers for her people to drink. That night, she stands alone in her father's compound, trying to reach for the stars. She closes her eyes, dreaming of how she would dance with the stars and bring light to her people. I'm talking about the maiden that possesses powerful imagination. By her dreams, she shows powerful leadership. Her vision is clear and concise. She knows what she wants. She is challenged by the condition of her people, and she is compelled to make a difference through the force of her own dreams, ideas, and personality. It's her word. What happened? That night, she woke her parents up and told them she was going to the distant land to see the wise one, to sort the road to the stars. It's her mission. It's her duty. It's her dream. And now, it must be her work. She walked for days and nights to the place of the wise one. On getting there, the wise one had joined his ancestors. But what did she see? The wise one left a big book on a chair. By choosing to make the journey, this maiden refuses to accept the condition of the land. She sees possibilities. When she closes her eyes, she sees stars. She doesn't see the stars only. She wants to touch the stars. It's a land where everyone has accepted to grieve, to mourn. But that is not the land she sees. She is ready to break away from the tyranny of custom. She's ready to break away from the tyranny of tradition. She's ready to lift her people high. It's about following the light within to shine. I don't know what you see. I don't know what runs through your mind. But at this stage, you should be seeing stars. Not just seeing stars. You should find the road to the star. That's why it's matriculation. Finding the road to the star. She can't find the wise one. But the wise one left a book for her. She sat down in the hut and read the book. It's a book of wisdom. In the book, she found the map showing the road to the moon, not the stars. Why the moon? Hey, there is a spiritual diamond in the moon, sitting on the book of discovery, where the stories of men are written. I hope you know this is the age of discovery. This is the age when everyone is the driver. This is the age of technology. With technology, you can reach the stars. She goes through the obstacles. She finds her way through the rivers. And she's now in the moon, very close to the star. She's not afraid in this journey. She exerts her genius in this journey. It's a moment of courage for her in this journey. And she opens her heart to learn. The reason there are books for her to read. She has shown that in moments of danger, she can be a lady of light. That is why James Allen says that it is the epoch of threatening disaster, ruin, and persecution that divides the sheep from the goats and reveals to the reverential gaze of succeeding ages the men and women of power. She has crossed. She's flipping through the book of discovery to find herself. Remember, in this journey, she has shown leadership. You are not too young. At this time, the country looks on you. China is beginning to conquer space. America is exploring Mars. I hope the scientists are going to come out from here to take Africa to the moon. The summary of my subject is leadership. And for you to fly, take note of these words. Be positive. Be constructive. Learn to listen. This is the time to listen. Those who listen well become critical thinkers. Critical thinkers break tradition and discover new things. Show vision. Let your eyes be open. Be visionary. Don't accept the status quo. Don't say that's how we're born. Must it be cake on your birthday? It can be bread. There is no rule. It's because you accept. Your wedding gown must not be white. It's not a rule. Break the status quo and stand up. But be ready to take the talk. Motivate yourself with great dreams. You'll be sharp. You will command the stars. Know the way, the focus. Don't give up hope. She saw the stars, not obstacles. She did not concern herself with sins or discouragements. Those who dream big. Recognize your potentials and work towards a great dream. When I recognized my many potentials, I decided to break it down. I studied engineering. I said, no, I will not work as an engineer. I said, no, I will work as a human engineer. I said, it will be the platform. And I created a convergence. I've now so woven my dream into an agenda that my dream is to be one of the greatest philosophers alive. In that dream, I must be a great thinker. I am living my dream. When you hear me speak, it is my dream. I have wings. I fly. Let's live in the sky. Let's fly. Thank you.
I'm sure we have all been motivated that to reach for the stars. There may be obstacles, surely there will be, but you have to focus on the stars. It's then that you can be able to reach your goal, the stars. Live your dream and forget about tradition. See how you can make a mark. See how you can impact this generation positively. I pray that even as you go through your studentship in this university, you will achieve your dreams. Now we move to the practical aspect. The focus now is not about blue-collar jobs. A lot of people outside there are no jobs. But a lot of people are creating jobs. And that's what we want you to be. That is the vision of Paradise University, to be creators of jobs. We have a lot in store for you. And what we'll be telling you through our consultant, the entrepreneurship consultant, Mr. Bolaji, is just the tip of the iceberg. Those who are interested in robotics will have a chance. Those interested in artificial intelligence will have a chance. And like we have been told, ICT is a trend now. So you are not limited to that, your academic programs alone. We want you to have that foundation, yes, but when you get out there, we want you to have a very competitive edge so that they will know that Paradise University produces creators of jobs, not job seekers. So I want to invite Mr. Bolaji to briefly tell us what he has in store for you. You join him from the beginning of this semester, especially the founder level. Others will join later in the Entrepreneurship Center. Mr. Bolaji, please.
The Vice Chancellor and other principal officers of the university here present, the parents of the matriculants and all other guests. Of course, I mustn't forget the heads of department, other members of staff of the university, all protocols duly observed. My name is Akinya Bolaji, and the Chief Executive Officer of Talent Builders Vocational Institute. I'm an entrepreneurship development consultant, and at Talent Builders, we build world-class entrepreneurs through competencies and capacities development in form of vocational and entrepreneurship training. So quickly, the topic of today is entrepreneurship, a way out of idleness. Entrepreneurship, a way out of idleness. How do you drag someone out of the state of idleness?
through this presentation, you see clearly that the best bet is to expose the person to entrepreneurship. So let's move on. I have a couple of slides. Quickly, let's define entrepreneurship. And it says the first definition is entrepreneurship is defined as the activity of setting up a business or businesses, taking on financial risks in the hope of profit. Yes, as we go on, please take note of the key words. The first definition, we have setting up businesses, taking financial risks, and of course profit. As we all know that every business venture is with the mindset of profit, except for the social enterprise people who run their enterprise profitably, and their own metrics is in the number of impacts they created. So quickly, the other definition says, it talks about creating new enterprise and bearing any of its risks, combining resources together and making profits. And the last definition says, it refers to the concept of developing and managing a business venture in order to gain profits by taking several risks in the corporate world. And simply put, entrepreneurship is a willingness to start a new business. Let's move on. Yeah, next slide please. It says, the Holy Book, Proverbs 16:27 says that idle hands are the devil's workshop, idle lips are his mouthpiece. Proverbs 10:4 says, idle hands make one poor, but diligent hands bring wealth. Let's move on. Next slide, please. It says, over 1,000 young people will follow a new path of self-discovery through skill acquisition and business enterprise support. What entrepreneurship does to you is that it opens your mind up to other areas of life that you could pursue and find expression. Franklin D. Roosevelt says, in the next slide, says, we cannot always build the future for our youth, but we can build our youth for the future, right? Now, let me digress a little bit. I mentioned that I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Talent Builders, and at Talent Builders, I said we build world-class entrepreneurs. How do we go about it? We actually started when we got incorporated, training youth corps members of NYSC, and we found out that in the course of training, we found out that the mindset is already made. What they are after is finish NYSC and seek for job. So we decided to go into the root cause, and that root cause is, number one, we created training programs for different age groups, right? And one of it is the Entrepreneurship Club for schools, where we go to primary and secondary schools to start entrepreneurship clubs. And the one we targeted for undergraduates of tertiary institutions is called Get Skilled. And as it is written here, it says it's a program of talent builders, vocational institutes, where we partner with tertiary institutions, where we train and develop world-class entrepreneurs. And it says that we provide hands-on skills, right? What we're after is what can you do with your hands, right? You look at that hands-on skill. And it says as well that Get Skilled is founded on the premise that wealth generation is tied to ability to deliver value. For every business enterprise you start, what are you paid for? You are paid for the value that you give, right? And the goal is to empower young people to build, note this, reliable, sustainable, and legitimate sources of livelihood. Let's move on. Where's our destination? Paradise University. That's where we are partnered. And I mean, before I go on, you guys should give a round of applause to the management of this university. Please, they deserve it. I'm using this because we go around universities, we submit proposals, we submit presentations, And I mean, there are still universities in this age and time that are only concerned about academics, but SU University is not like that. Okay, so let's move on. What's the background? The background is idle youths carrying myriad of talents that can render setbacks across all frontiers of national life. Let me not bore you with that. The background, the crux of the issue is that when a youth is idle, when a youth is not engaged, the person becomes hopeless, he becomes helpless, and the person resorts to social vices. I mean, for the ladies, they'll say, after all, I don't have anybody to help me. Let me use what I have to get what I want. And the guys want to do all that social vices. But entrepreneurship helps you to understand that you have what it takes to rule your world. Let's move on. What's situation analysis? I would like to dwell on the part that says that despite the inclusion of vocational education in the curriculum of 3 educational tiers in Nigeria, only 80% of the schools are either not practicing at all or just providing frail and misguided vocational training to their students. And as such, there is no clear course roadmap, even for those who are, doing entrepreneurship, training their students on entrepreneurship. There is no clear course roadmap to convert the skills to a sustainable business. Gone are the days when people just venture into skills training. You are as good as the skill you have acquired is as good as the application of that skill, right? So what we're saying here is that how do we convert whatever skill that you have acquired into a viable business? After you have started that viable business, how do you convert it into a sustainable business? Let's move on because of the time. The gap is there's an absence of clear-cut path for practical, social, and financial security. And for a skilled youth that is unable to convert his skill to the viable business. A lot of politicians, a lot of people venture into empowerment program. I recall many years ago when we started at Ile-Ife, right? A lot of people bring their sewing machines for us to buy because we start with our students, our trainees on used machines so that we reduce the cost of maintenance. Now I'm wondering, you are skilled. Maybe a politician has empowered you with a skill and has gone ahead to buy you a sewing machine. But you find out that these people still, after 6 months, they get to sell off these machines. And you're wondering why. Of course, I would buy because I'm a businessman. But after tracing it, we found out that, yes, these people are skilled. Yes, these people have the machines. But these people have not been too taught on how to convert their skill into a viable and sustainable business. And that is what we have brought to Paradise University. Let's move on. What's the proposed intervention? He says, the skills training we are doing is with a focus to give a youth the sense of responsibility and commitment to make a youth become active participants in the community. Right? Yeah, I have a few minutes left. I'm going to rush through this. Okay, the initiative is to deliver a robust vocational training in 6 key areas. Right? The ones that are easy to start, the ones that are easy to scale up, and the ones that are easy to support. Next slide. The approved skills. The university has approved fashion design, tie and dye, hairstyling, household products production, talking of hand sanitizers and what have you, bead making and barbing. Mind you, these skills, we are only starting with this first. Over time, the Entrepreneurship Center will grow into many more interesting skills. These are also interesting anyways. Okay, fashion design. If you look at the key components, concept development, and what have you, there is a clear-cut list of the entrepreneurship skills that we'll be dwelling on in the course of training students of Paradise University on this passion. We're looking at leadership, we're looking at teamwork, resourcefulness. With the kind of business people we are building are people that will take leadership position, people that will collaborate, just like talent builders has collaborated with Paradise University, people that will be resourceful, people that can generate something out of nothing, people that can generate something from materials that are otherwise termed as waste. We'll be looking at certain smart goals, critical thinking, time management, and what have you. And this reflects in all other training departments. Tie and dye, next slide please. You have tie and dye, you have hairstyling, you have bead making, you have barbing, household production, and let's look at, please go on, the extended value. It says the vocational training will be supported with business enterprise knowledge to build business management capacity of every participant. We'll be dwelling on entrepreneurial studies, we'll be dwelling on business development. Okay, even if all you are able to learn in the first semester in fashion design is how to make nose masks, how do you package your nose masks to be different from what others have been producing? How do you build a business around the sales of nose masks? That's just a little example I'm sharing with you, right? We'll be looking at marketing, we'll be looking at branding, and all this will be taught concurrently with the vocational skills that we are given. So that's value addition that we are given as an organization. Then the program execution framework. Yeah. Well, we're going to be doing this in 3 folds: engagement, capacity building, and enterprise support system. Right? Engagement is done by character profiling. There are lots of these young ones who are confused a little bit about what they actually want for themselves. So character profiling helps you to discover who you are, and from there we recommend skills that you could learn and you could build a business easily around. Then the capacity development is in deployment of the vocational and entrepreneurial training exercise. Then the enterprise support system. Please listen to this. After training your students, after equipping them with the skills, we are building a mentorship platform where we will follow up these students, follow up the businesses, the enterprise that they have started as a result of skills they've acquired from us. We follow up with them to the extent that we recommend them for finance. We have some organizations that are partners, finance organizations, that do grants, that do loans. We plan to train Paradise students to the extent that after they have built that business, they have access to finance to skills. So I'm rounding up now. Yeah. The requirements, the university has provided all that is needed for this training, from the halls to the equipment, the materials, and what have you. Then I also want to dwell on the last part, which says post-training mentorship platform. That is the key thing that every participant should watch out for. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'm sure we're all excited because we are on the road to reaching the stars. That is our goal. I pray that we shall all achieve our dreams in Jesus' name. Before we say the vote of thanks and announcements, I want us to know some of the people here. We know we are meeting for the first time. Some of the students don't even know who they did the first time. They don't know. And some of the students don't even know who the active basic is. So I want to briefly make our introduction of the people here, the officers, the actually, the games. First to lead the pack and leading this university as of now and since last year, like he has said in his speech, is a professor of law. He was the immediate past dean of the Faculty of Law from the University of Ibadan before he joined us as the acting vice chancellor, Professor Adeniyi Olatunbosun. Lawyers in the house, I'm sure you're the one clapping. Others will clap also. Sitting right beside him is the bursar, the pause where you pay and you must pay. 2 is the bursar of the University, Mr. Yinka Babati. We want every one of us to be smiling today. Well, as from tomorrow, please go the way to the bursary. We have the acting dean, Faculty of Arts Management and Social Sciences, Dr. Mrs. Shekinat Koladiroji. The acting dean, Faculty of Applied Sciences, Dr. Anne Adeniyi. And the agile acting dean, Student Affairs, Dr. Titire Ojo. So we know where the students link to. So you know your DSC. That's nice. We have the sub-dean, Faculty of Law, Mrs. Adeyemi with us. We have the Acting Director, Research and Development, Dr. Faboyede. The Acting Director, Academic Planning and Quality Assurance, Dr. Kehinde Adegeshola. The Acting Director, Fireworks, that is the Industrial Training, Dr. Ashejede. Acting HOD, Business Administration, Dr. Jumoke Oguneye. Acting HOD, Public and International Law, Dr. Fidayo Babatunde. And of course, they have the acting HOD, Private and Commercial Law, Dr. Mrs. Chioma Ajibora. And I call on the acting dean, Faculty of Arts Management and Social Sciences, Dr. Mrs. Shekinat Koladiroji.
I want to stand on the existing protocol. I join others to congratulate all matriculating students, parents and guardians, and I wish them each free and successful academic sessions in Koladaisi University. I also have a number of announcements on core areas of concern to the university, the parents, and the students in general. The first one concerns payments of school fees. The university will not be comfortable at parents and guardians' abuse of the window opportunities given to them for the payment of tuition fee. As at now, many parents have not fulfilled their financial obligations, and all students are supposed to have balanced up their fees before resuming for the second semester. The university will want to stick to the instrumental payment timetable already stipulated. The second announcement borders on the invitation to all students of Koladaisi University to meet the founders. The program is scheduled to hold on the 29th of April 2021. Parents and guardians should encourage their children and wards to attend, dress properly, present themselves in a way that the founder will be proud of them. A memorial lecture is scheduled to hold the same day. The third one borders on security issue. More than ever, Nigeria is being faced with a number of security challenges. The university is working assiduously to increase the security channels and network. So it is very important for the parents and guardians to cooperate with the university over this by not allowing our students to frequently take permission to go outside the campus. The university has resolved to allow them for not more than once per month. Hence, the university seeks parents' understanding on this. The fourth one relates to COVID-19. It has been recently observed that our students are relaxing over the observance of COVID-19 protocol. This needs to be intensified again. And the last announcement is attendance at lectures. Records of attendance at lectures reveals that students are yet to develop and exhibit correct attitude towards the primary assignments. That is coming here to learn. The new students should please not join the bandwagon by exhibiting lackadaisical attitude towards attendance at lecture. So it is important that the combination of the parents and guardians support, the students' correct attitude to learning, and the staff unrelenting efforts will take collective of success by the special grace of God. We have a special announcement to all that they should wait for the meeting of Parent Forum. The book of thanks. On behalf of the management and staff of Canada University, I want to express a gratitude first to Almighty Allah for making today a reality. I also want to thank the parents and the guardians for gracing this occasion. Thanks to one, thanks to all. May God grant us all journey mercies. Thank you.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, sir, I want to invite you to declare the ceremony closed.
Before I declare the ceremony closed, I want to tell our students that your tassel should be put on your right side. Right side. Not at the back, not at the left. That's the tradition. It's when you are graduating that you turn it to left. So you are just coming in. So you should know that. So because the difference is what you are putting on and what you are going to put on in the convocation is the tassel that you change and then the hoop that will show that you are now bachelor of this discipline and that. So please know that. I now declare the ceremony closed. Thank you.
Please, let's stand up as we take the national anthem. let's all remain standing as we take the procession reverse order.
Thank you.